Please stick around for my horrible impression of Muscle Man from Regular Show, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Boys. Hello, class, and welcome into How to End a Scenario 101. There are things you need to be worried about when the scenario ends. What things should you do? Should you not do? Should you bring over? Where do they go? Where did they come from? Cotton-eyed Joe. It is critically important that you follow this set of rules. That's good. I like that. We got the audio. That's what the important part. We got the audio. I'm gonna stop doing the silly voice. Okay, so things that matter when the scenario ends. You need to be paying attention to a good swath of things. We're gonna break it down into something that's abundantly simple. When you're starting a new scenario, do not make a tier 5 weapon. Don't be worried about any foods. The only exception being fruity pancakes for an XP boost. All the others mean literally nothing. You will be fine. Energy links do not transfer over. All of your energy links turn into astral sand, which you can use to craft things in Eternal Land, which is pretty sweet, if you like that kind of thing. So at the end of a scenario, what gets put into storage? Literally everything. All of your tools, everything in here gets put into storage. Everything in your consumables tabs gets put into storage. All of your materials, all of your special stuff, all of your construction things get carried over, and all your deviations go into storage. So when that happens, it is critically important to know that some things do not get put into storage, such as seasonal specific items unlocked via mimetic specializations. So your portable fridge, your super cool solar drill that you paid 75,000 energy links for on week 2 of the server, only to find out that it's actually not as good as an advanced electric rock drill and you're kind of upset about it. That doesn't come with. Just make an advanced electric rock drill and you'll be fine. Trust me. Everything else gets put into storage. Okay, so the items that you need to be worried about when preparing for the Switch. You need an advanced electric rock drill. Mine has 10 durability left. I gotta make a new one. That is bad. So we're gonna have to make another one and prepare for it. What you want to get is one with Treasure Hunter. So you will get additional yield because you're gonna have a bad time trying to find one on a new scenario. You're also gonna want to bring over the advanced logging chainsaw. Preferably an advanced logging chainsaw with Chainsaw Horror Show, because this is going to last you for quite literally 4 scenarios. Unless you're just deforesting the entirety of Nelcott 3 times per season, you're not going to go through this chainsaw. It's just not going to happen. So it's great. Additionally, my personal opinion, the vehicle repair electric drill. It is difficult and tedious to be continually repairing your low durability motorcycle at the start of a scenario. The vehicle repair electric drill allows you to bring it with you across a multitude of adventures. Let's talk about deviations! Okay, so we have talked about what items to bring over, what to pay attention to. It is critically important that we have a specific set of deviations at the very start that are going to give us a massive leg up over everybody else. If you want to have the premier advantage over top of every other person that's going to be on that server, or be up to speed of the veteran players who have been on that server for 27 years now at this point, here's what you got to do. You need a Digbert man. I know Digby boys exist. You can find a Digby boy anywhere. They're called the Digby boy. We're not looking for Digby boys. We're looking for Digbert men. I'm talking 5'5". You want the strongest possible deviation that you can. These are the only ones that you want to bring in. You will have maximum potential with these guys. Maintaining that momentum, you're going to want to bring over a Lethal Rabbit. Lethal Rabbit can hunt animals and bring back leather and meat, which at the start of the game is critically important. In order to have any sort of true leather gain and meat gain for the food that you're going to have to make, you need to have a Lethal Rabbit. It makes everything so much easier. Moving on, you're going to want to have a paper doll. It discovers lost materials. It is just really nice at giving you a passive form of material collection for crafting items that you will just have while you're already out gathering additional crafting items. It's very handy. This next is a 2-piece combo. So you want the Moonlit Jewels Extra Dimensional Cat, which you can farm from Securement Silo Theta, I believe, and you can hopefully get one. What this does, it keeps your deviations working. They will constantly just be pumping out work nonstop 24/7. They never come back to rest. What that means is that their mood will never increase. It's constantly depleting their power and their mood because they're always working. The only way to maintain that mood is with a Silver Gentleman Nutcracker. The Silver Gentleman Nutcracker restores Territory Deviation's mood over time. So these two counteract each other to make them always be working and always be happy. It is a very strong combo. If you cannot support this combo because you don't have one or the other, don't do it. But if you have both of these, it'll give you a huge advantage. Rebecca is very important because Rebecca, like the Silver Gentleman, improves the mood of all of your Territory Deviations so long as she's playing the piano near them. This is a very, very powerful deviation to keep your deviations happy and working well. I made a video on this one too, a little YouTube short. I'll put that link in the description, but these 3 deviations are required for me to be able to play the game to its maximum potential. Harvest Seed, which will give us living armor. If our health gets too low, it'll automatically kick in and heal us back to full, which is very convenient. I need a Dreamcatcher as well, which gives you the Weaver, which is strong AoE crowd control. When you dodge, it leaves a web, it catches everything in that web, it is very strong. Atomic Snail will give you Arrow Leap, which will have you dashing around the map at warp speeds. You are almost as fast as someone on a tier 3 bicycle as long as you have the stamina to continue dashing. It's really insane. Atomic Snail is amazing. Lastly, you need to bring over a combat deviation. Your combat deviation I would recommend is Lone Wolf's Whisper, because it is by far the strongest throughout the entirety of the game from start to finish. It draws aggro, it kills things, it spawns more of itself, it just absolutely shreds and takes the heat off of you for a little bit of time while you're healing, because this is going to be a very interesting scenario and we are all going to take a lot of damage. Congratulations, you made it into the new scenario. Now, how do I get all the stuff that we just got set up? I don't know how to find my things, pretend my storage is empty, all you see are these blank squares. I have nothing but a simple pickaxe, and I am a sad panda. First, you want to open up your backpack. From here, at the very bottom, you'll see where it says Inherit Resources, or Inherit Res, because it likes to cut things off. Once you click on that button, it'll take you into your Eternal Backpack. I can't think of exactly what it's called, but we're going to go with Eternal Backpack. When you're here, you can click on anything that is within this inventory and transfer it over. When you transfer it over, you see how that bar is decreasing. That is because you have a limited amount of currency that you can use to transfer gear over. So you want to be a little methodical in what you're doing. This is why we talked about not falling into the trap of having any sort of tier 5 gear, because tier 5 gear is very expensive to pull over. As you can see at the bottom there, it costs 10,000 to pull over a tier 5 piece of... That is stupidly expensive. That is a big waste of the currency. Instead, you want to focus on bringing over your chainsaw, your rock drill, and your deviations, whatever those may be. Once you have all of those, you can hit confirm, and it'll transfer the selected supplies from the Spacetime Backpack into your Scenario Backpack. If you have learned anything so far, if you have found this useful in any way, or if there's anything that you would like to add on to this, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. That helps the channel a ton, and also you will be forever my superhero. Thank you for your support.
I don't know why it's like this. I'm getting stage fright.
Oh my god, why was that so good?
You know who else gets stage fright? My ma!